Hello everyone, this video is going to be about the anatomy of the uterine or fallopian tubes. I will be covering the structure, division, position, and the vascular supply. The fallopian tubes are muscular J-shaped tubes that extend laterally from the uterus and open into the abdominal cavity near the ovaries. They are approximately 10 centimeters long. The fallopian tubes are divided into multiple parts of varying lengths and widths, starting with the intramural part, which is located within the myometrium of the uterus. It then continues as the isthmus, connecting then to the ampulla. The ampulla is the widest part and is the site of the fertilization. Next, we have the infundibulum, which is a funnel-shaped opening connected to the fimbriae. And the fimbriae are the finger-like projections which extend to the ovary to capture the released ovum. The uterine tubes are located in the pelvis, alongside the other parts of the female reproductive system. They are held in place by the mesosalpinx, which is part of the broad ligament. Other parts of the broad ligament include the mesovarium and the mesometrium. The mesometrium holds the body of the uterus in place, meanwhile the mesovarium suspends the ovaries. We can also see here the round ligament of the uterus, the suspensory ligament of the ovary, and the uterosacral ligament. The fallopian tubes project from the superior angle of the uterus from the uterine tube ostium, and then they open laterally in the peritoneal cavity next to the ovaries. So they connect the uterine cavity to the peritoneal cavity. On the sagittal section, you can better visualize the location and the anatomical relations of the fallopian tubes. So here we can see the uterus, the bladder, the intestines, and then we can also see how the peritoneum covers over here. The arterial supply is by the anastomosis of two arteries, the ovarian and uterine artery. The ovarian artery is a branch of the abdominal aorta and it leaves below the renal artery. Meanwhile, the uterine artery is a branch of the internal iliac artery. Venous drainage is by the uterine plexus and the pampiniform plexus. The uterine plexus is a tributary of the internal iliac vein. Meanwhile, the pampiniform plexus drains into the ovarian vein. The left ovarian vein drains into the left renal vein, while the right one drains into the inferior vena cava directly. Lymph drains into the para-aortic and the internal iliac lymph nodes. Thank you for listening.